Hello guys, how are you all doing? Okay, I have pinged one notebook link for everybody in the chat. Can you guys click on that and let me know you're able to see it or not? Everybody, are you able to see it? Guys, can you hear my voice? Edukondalu, Ramesh, Trishul, Maruti.
Yes, audible, sir.
Yes.
Great. So in the chat, I have pinged one notebook. You all guys able to see that? Click on that and see whether you're able to open it or not. Yes or no? Can you please click on that and see whether you're able to open that or not? So basically today we'll be learning about how to create tables. I mean, in next couple of days, these are the things that we'll be learning. How to create tables, how to insert data, how to select data, how to update data, delete data, drop tables. We'll understand SQL best practices. I'll give some coding challenges and we'll become good in these topics that we see on the screen. Okay. For that, I have sent you guys some notes, okay, explaining what is database, etc., etc. I'll explain that now. So this will be like your class notes, and all the hands-on exercise I will be doing on SSMS. Okay. So now if you want to do online query editors also, you can do. There is some online query editor called as SQLiteonline.com. Okay. This is W3 schools online editor, dbfiddle.online editor. So once you see go through these online editors, there also you can, whatever hands-on exercise that I'm showing in the class, there also you'll be able to do that. Okay. So having said that, the first hands-on exercise, what we'll do, we'll create a new database. Okay, we will use the database. Inside a database, we'll create something called as table. Now, what is the table here? Now, if you see a basic syntax of a table, okay, so if you create, first thing, if you want to create a database, okay, create a database, and whatever is the name of the database that you have to give it here. Okay, so even before that, in the last session, I told you SQL. What is SQL? What is database? So SQL is a language that will help you to communicate with a database. Okay, we can say SQL is a language that, or programming language, that will help us to communicate with a relational database. Okay. Now, what will be there inside a database? There will be tables. So you can say a database is a collection of related tables. Okay, a database is a collection of related tables. Now, what is a table? A table has a collection of rows and columns. A table has collection of rows and columns. Now, what is a row? A row is a single entry in a table. A row or a record is a single entry in a table. Now, what is a column? A category of information in a table. Okay, let's say age of a person is one column. Salary of a person is one column. So all those are nothing but columns. Okay, one row is nothing but one entity. Okay, in every table there is one primary key. A primary key is a unique identifier. Okay, a primary key is a unique identifier. And why do we need a primary key? Okay, there are a lot of reasons why do we need a primary key. Okay, if we can also say primary key is one column, it will be one column in the table. It will uniquely identify each row. Now you can simply think primary key is like a unique ID number that no two rows can share. Let's say if a column name is ID. Okay, every row will have different ID number, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No two rows can have the same ID. Second row and third row cannot have ID 2. It should be 2 and 3. That means every entry in the column should be unique. That means there should not be any duplicates. So if I mention any column as primary key, that will not allow any duplicates. It will have all unique values. Okay. Why do I need this? Why do I need a primary key? First one is to prevent duplicate data. Second one is if I want to identify the rows as unique rows, then I need to have primary key. Third reason, if I say that table 1 is related with table 2, or let's say I want to connect table 1 to table 2, how I can connect? I will connect based on the primary keys. We'll go in detail about primary keys later. First, let us discuss about how to create these tables, basic stuff. Okay. Okay, now that is what is about database concepts. There's a database is nothing but a collection of tables. There is tables has rows and columns. Row is nothing but a single entity is called as a row. Column field is basically a category information in table is called as a column, and primary key is a unique identifier. Okay, now what we'll do, we'll create a database first. So to create a database, the syntax is create table and table name. Okay, create table and table name and whatever columns that I want to put in this particular database. Okay, not only column, I should also mention this particular column should accept what kind of incoming data. Now, if I say column 1 is integer, that means it should accept only numbers. If I say column 1 like varchar, that means if I want to have just some text strings, so it will only accept varchar, it will only accept alphabets or letters. If I say real or decimal, it can accept float values like decimal numbers. If I give the column as date, that means it will only accept date in this format. Boolean is true and false. These are the common data types that is there in SQL. So that means whenever I'm creating a table, I have to mention the name of the column and I also have to mention the data type. Whether this column, let's say if I mention data type, let's say the column name is age. Okay, if I mention the data type, it will only accept numbers. I'll not be able to give like this. Okay, that is the use of this particular data types. It will only accept values what we have mentioned that particular data type. Okay, these are the regularly used columns. Okay, till here is that clear? Any questions, anybody? Guys, any questions, anybody? If you have understood, just unmute yourself and say understood, or else you put a message in the chat. Guys, are you all there? Vaishnavi Priya, okay, Uma saying yes. Trishul, Dhananjay, Bhupati, Kavya, Manikanta, Maruti Reddy. Okay, great. Okay, please acknowledge, then only I will come to know, right? Okay, so if I want to create a table, let's say I will create 3 tables, student table. So here I'm giving syntax as create table. What is the name of the table? Student. In that, what should I have the columns? First column, I should have student ID. Okay, here I'm saying it as integer. Second column, I will give as varchar. Third column, last name. Fourth column, email. Fifth column, birth date. Sixth column, grade. Seventh column, enrollment date. Okay, I will create this table on the SQL database. Okay, so to create that, first of all, let me go to my visuals. First of all, let me go to my SSMS. This is the SSMS, and this is my local database. Okay. In this local database, you see there is no databases. First, what I'll do, I will create a database. To create a database, what is the syntax? This is the syntax create database. Let me go back here. Create a database. Okay. Now let me execute. To execute the query, you see there's on the top, there is execute. Let me execute this. Okay, if you see, okay, you see here, command completed successfully. Okay, now let me refresh this. Okay, what is the database? Let me refresh this. Let me close this. I'll connect to this again. One moment. I'm closing that again. Connect. You see, the school management database that I have created, it is there here. Now, what are the tables in this? You see, there are no tables here. Now, let me go to here. I'll say new query. Now, this query window will come. Okay, I will create a table here. Now you see what is the syntax create table students. So what is the student here? Student is the name of the table. And here I have given the student ID as int. Okay, int is commonly used shortcut for integer. Okay, I have given varchar and 50. What is this varchar 50? It specifies maximum number of characters I can have in the first name is 50. Okay. Rest all haircut, date, int, everything is same. Now here, what is this? Yeah. So let me select this and execute. Incorrect syntax. Current date. So I'll remove this. Let me create a table with these tables. Now you see a table is created. Let's go here, go into tables. Okay, to table created by name dbo.students. dbo.students stands for database object. Okay, dbo stands for database object. Okay, we can give any other things like state, zip code, emergency, etc., etc. We can give all those options. Okay, now let me create one more table. All the code I have given in that, you can check from there. In the notebook I have sent, all this code is there. Let me run this. Create a table by name courses here. Execute. I'm removing some things which are a little complex. First, I want you guys to create simple tables here. Let me execute this. Okay. Let me refresh this. There is also this table created here. In the tables, if you see, there are two tables, courses table and this table. If you want, you can just go here and copy this also. We can create this. Okay. Now, let me go here again. Let me execute this. Okay, now if you see there is something called as foreign key, don't worry about it as of now. We'll understand that later. So I have created three tables. Okay, that is how you can create a tables. Create table and table name. What is the column names and what is the data type? Okay, primary key and foreign key I have put here. Don't worry about the primary and foreign key now. We'll understand them later. Okay, so that is how we can create tables. Now what I want to do, I want to insert some simple data into the tables that we have created. Okay, to insert the data, we have something called as insert data into what is the name of the table and what value. Student ID is one column, first name is one column. So I'm giving all this. So this value will be entered into the students table. If I want to add multiple values, you see, I can add multiple values like this. Okay, first let me copy this. Okay, let's say student, what columns here? Student ID, first name, last name, email, birth date, grade level. Email, birth date, grade level. Student ID, first name, student ID, first name, last name, email. Student ID, first name, last name, email. So everything is same, right? Now let me choose this and exit. Okay. Now, if I want to see what is the data is there, select. I'll explain about select in detail later. Select star from what is my table? My table name is students. Okay. Let me execute this. If you see, I'm able to see the output here. Okay. Similarly, let me add data to other tables also. Course ID is there, course name is there, course code is there. Let me put this as course code. Let me put this as course name, instructor underscore ID, department. Okay. This column is not there. Let me remove this. Okay, let me select this and execute. There is some additional comma somewhere. Okay, course ID, course code. You see here course code. Okay, varchar. Course name is also varchar. Course code. Course code it is only allowing 10, you see, but here there is very big numbers, right? So it is not allowing. Let me remove that. Yeah, let me. There is also a comma. It's not required. Let me execute. Okay, there are fewer columns. How many columns are there? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6 columns are there. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. First course ID is int. It is int. Second course varchar. Third column course name is also varchar. Fourth, you see text here. Okay, but there is some description. Let's see, it should work too. I'm creating this table again. Now let me remove this.
The table name courses one, sir.
I know. So now I changed to courses one. Previously it is courses only. So I created a new table with courses one. Now let me execute this. Okay, now it see it is executed properly. So previously I have done some error where more number of columns are there. Okay. Now if you see refresh this, you'll also see a table with courses one. Okay. Okay. If I want to add multiple records, right? So here I'm adding only one record. Now I can add multiple records also. Execute. You see, able to add everything here. Now let's go. Select star from courses one. Okay, select star means select all the columns. Okay. So till now you guys understood what we have done. We have created 3 tables and we entered some data into that. Forget about select syntax. We'll see everything. Okay. I want you guys to be comfortable how to create tables and how to enter the data. Is it clear for everybody till here?
Sir, initially, how to create the database, sir, first?
I sure know. So go here. create database demo. Create database. I think demo, if it is already there. 1, 2, 3. Execute. So now if I refresh this, I'll also see this database. We'll take a moment here under databases, we'll able to see that. You see, demo 1, 2, whatever database I have created, I'm able to see it here also. If you want to connect to this, what you have to do is that go to database engine. Okay, select the server name as your local server. Okay, now how to install this one? What is this? SQL Express. You have to download this database. I'll- Okay, you see this Microsoft SQL Server download. Okay, I'll ping this in the group. Everybody, you can download. Once you download, install SSMS. I'll not help you with installations of SSMS and all. You guys should be able to do that. If you're not able to do that, find out how to do that. So once you go here, once that SQL Express server is installed, it is free version. You can just put in Google SQL Server free. Go to database engine. Okay, select the database engine and then server name. It will be this, your desktop and SQL Server. Choose Windows authentication and then connect. And then this query will come. Go here and choose create database and then come to this database, right click and new query. A window will come. There you can start writing queries. Okay. So what I want before we proceed further, I want all of you to do these 4 things. Okay. Make sure that your SSMS is working. Go to the link I have given, download that, go to the SSMS, make sure that SSMS is working. Okay. Create all these things, create the tables that I have given you in the OneNote. There might be syntactical errors. Okay. Please make sure that you solve those errors and then create them. Okay, so all the following exercises would also be with the same tables. So make sure that you create these tables and then you'll be doing all the exercises together. All right, guys. So I'll give you like 20 minutes time. Download, make sure your SMS is up and running and make sure you create these tables that I have showed you guys. Is that clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. 20 minutes. I'll be back. Please make sure you guys do this. If you don't do this right, you'll not be able to do the practice along with me. Hey guys, you all able to do that? Any questions on that? Okay, please do that. Rest of the things we'll do in the tomorrow's class. Take care.